Hi guys, I'm Eveline of Take a Leap. I wanted to make this little video because, well, just like all my clients and just like everyone, I'm still shedding layers, becoming more of myself, stepping more into my full potential. And I was again reminded of something which is very, very funny if you look at it. Because last week I was sitting in a car and something happened, and suddenly I realized that I have this big fear. And I didn't see it before, but suddenly I realized what is the fear actually about. And I realized for me, my biggest fear is maybe to not be chosen. To be the one that is left somehow. And it felt so shameful to admit that, because it felt like this is so childish. I'm a very capable woman. I'm a grown-up person. I can handle, I don't need to be picked in order to feel good. I can handle myself. I'm perfectly fine. So, but it was really the kind of like a memory from childhood that when they're picking the sports teams, the feeling of being the one that is not chosen and being the one that is left, and the fear of that, and the shame that is evolved around that, and that I'm not good enough, and the ideas around it. And I saw that it was actually about that, and I cannot even remember a situation in which that actually happened. So it's not at all about that, but somehow this fear imprinted itself in my subconscious. So what I was doing, because I was reminded of something someone once told me, and it's that in some other cultures, in shamanic cultures, they teach their children when they have a bad dream at night to look around and face the monster in the eye, to go towards the fear, to face the fear. We all know this, but do we actually do it? So what I did was I went straight into that fear. I went looking for that fear. What is this fear of not being chosen? I went into it. And the funny thing is, of course, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. There is no, I went looking for it, like, what is the fear? Can I kind of remember the fear? What is it about? And I couldn't find anything. It was like poof. It disappeared. That doesn't mean that all the patterns have disappeared as well. But I saw that the actual fear of not being chosen isn't anything. Like there isn't such a thing. It was more the fear of the fear that was like holding me back from getting into that situation. And what happens in our subconscious is that, of course, the fear wants to be seen. So we recreate patterns in which we constantly are reminded of that fear. Like, hello, can you please look at me? Hello. And the more we see the situations in which we have a chance of actually meeting that fear, the more we try to avoid it. So, as the grown-up in your life, as the mature, capable person that you are, I would like to kind of invite you, like, do you have any fears? And it might be similar like me, it might be also something else. We have these fears of, I'm not good enough. We have this fear of, I'm not welcome here. We have a fear of, I might be rejected. Like, what is your big fear that you try to avoid, and that you might also be a little bit ashamed of admitting that you actually have that fear? And what if you just looked it straight in the eyes? Like, what if you went looking for it and you saw, like, you went towards the fear every time you feel the fear, instead of like doing this, I'm not going there, I'm hiding. Can you go towards the fear, look it in the eyes and see what is there? And I really would love to hear what you find. Like, can you find anything? What is there when you really go towards the fear? Move towards it, face the monster in the eye.